Hey, Adam, just what's it been like kind of having another Kubiak running the offense so far? And are there any kind of noticeable differences in terms of how he likes to run the show?
Yeah, it's been really good. I think obviously we all know him. He's been around us and had a voice before this year, so that's really good. I think guys are comfortable with that. But I think what he's done really well is he's just he's the guy. He's our leader. It's his playbook. It's his plays. He's made slight adjustments and tried to implement his offense, and it's not his dad's or last year's offense. This is the 2021 Vikings offense, and he's done a great job of implementing that, preparing us and getting us ready to go for training camp.
We'll go Joe Schmidt and then Sam.
Yes, Adam, I'm just wondering, as a player, how happy you are to see some of the developments that this team has done in the offseason, from the draft on through free agency, obviously trying to improve the offensive line and the defense.
Yeah, it's exciting. This time of year, I guess it's all you could ask for as a player. I think the coaching staff and the scouts and everybody in management has done a great job of just making this team better from getting guys in here, whether it be the draft, free agency, things like that. And then now it's our job to get better. The guys that have been here, we have to do our job of preparing, getting better and really helping this team get to where we want to be. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to be, sitting at home watching the playoffs. We want to be there and moving on and making, these Vikings fans happy and getting to the place where everybody wants to get and finish the deal.
Yeah, Adam, just a couple quick ones on Justin Jefferson. First off, do you see anything new from him, coming back to practice now in year two?
Yeah, just confidence. He knows what he's capable of. He knows what this offense is capable of, and he's just out there having fun playing football like he did last year. But he's just more confident and more relaxed and just having fun playing ball. Again, when you're able to, he knew going into last year that what he could do, but when you go and prove it, now you can kind of come out here and work on the little things, continue to get better, and he's showing that.
And was there anything specifically that stood out to you in his rookie year that he excelled at that a lot of rookie receivers might struggle with?
Yeah, I think just not letting the game be too big for him. I think when he started to make plays and have some, a couple games in a row, sometimes guys tend to get, and maybe relax a little bit or maybe get a little overconfident. He never did that. He just kept getting better and better and better and week after week. And, to finish the season like he did on a high note and then be able to come in here and keep continuing to get better. I think that's impressive and why he's had such a successful time so far.
Ben and then Dave.
Yeah, Adam, with Keenan McCardle so far, what have been the big things that he's tried to emphasize with you guys, especially you as you kind of enter the phase of your career where he really kind of showed a lot of longevity? What kinds of things has he passed along to you so far?
Yeah, I think the big thing with him is he comes from a player perspective. He played the game for a long time and, did it at a high level for a long time and has a lot of different experiences within the game of football and in life that he can share with us. And, sometimes coaches come from a coach perspective, right? That's all they've ever done. It's not a bad thing. It's just different. And he's bringing kind of a different side of the game that I've never really had in a coach, a receivers coach. And I think it's a really unique thing and trying to pick that part of his brain. And it's been really good. And he also has the coach, experience as well, where he's teaching fundamentals and teaching playbook and things like that, especially to these young guys and getting them up to speed. So we kind of got best of both worlds, which is really fun as a receiver.
Yeah, when he has that player's perspective, what kinds of things is he able to impart into what he coaches with you guys?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, yeah, you teach technique, but you also understand there's certain situations, certain things that, you don't want to say technique goes out the window, but hey, you got to win. And he understands that part of it. Yes, we're going to still coach technique. We're going to say, hey, you could have done this better. But at the end of the day, you got to win, and you got to win at the right time, and you have to be on the same page of the quarterback. So those are the little things that he's really helped us with, and looking forward to more time with him.
Hey, hey, Adam. Back to Justin for a second? What have you seen from him, like the way he's handled the increased attention, not just by defenses on the field, but off the field, sort of becoming a star in the league?
Well, he's a personality, so that stuff's good for him. He likes it. So I think he's a guy that can handle that really well, because he's got a great personality. He's a fun guy. He doesn't mind the attention on him. He's not going to shy away from it. So I think he does just such a great job of engaging with fans, really enjoying the process, right? So many times guys get into the business side of things and they forget that this is a game, and we've been playing this game since we were 5 years old. It's a lot of fun. So he does such a great job of having fun and doing what he's doing.
How real quick too, how much have you improved your ability to do the gritty?
I think I have it down pretty good now. I had to go back, and I saw Kirk talk to you guys last week, and he said he watched all of his games and tried to improve. Well, I watched all my gritty and tried to improve over the offseason. So it's getting better.
We'll go Hobie, and then I believe Larry Fitzgerald.
Hey, Adam, you mentioned improving the gritty, but how different is an offseason now as kind of a seasoned veteran compared to maybe a few years ago? How do you treat things as you try to advance your game a little bit more as you continue to get older in your career?
Actually, exactly the same. I don't want to stray away from the things that got me here. Now, does my offseason look differently? Yes, because I'm always trying to improve. There's trying to, the week after the season, I'm going and sitting down with, my business partner and co-founder and the founder of ETS, Ryan Engelbert. I'm sitting down with him and figuring out a plan of how we can get better. And so our offseason doesn't look the same, but our approach is exactly the same. And I feel that's the only way that I can continue to stay on top of my game and to gain ground. I don't want to just stay at the same level. I want to just keep continuing to improve. And, my body feels the best it's ever felt because of that attack, I believe, and continue to try to improve in all areas, whether it be performance, but also recovery, nutrition. There's so many factors that go into it, and it's kind of something that's exciting for me to dive into and to try to improve on.
Larry, and then Courtney. All right, you're still muted. Courtney, we'll go to you next. Larry, we there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Right. Yeah, fire away.
Adam, how are you?
Good.
Hey, what'd you shoot yesterday?
I'm not sure. I didn't play great, but I had a few birdies, so that was good.
We were talking about you later in the day. Hey, how's knowing that there's some changing in the division in terms of the team that finished ahead of you that could have an impact on how you approach maybe this season? Is that how you look at it?
Honestly, don't even think about our division right now. Right now, just trying to focus on ourselves. Personally, I'm trying to focus on myself. Again, kind of the things I talked about of trying to make sure that I'm as prepared as I can possibly be, taking advantage of these OTAs, these mini camps, practices to just continue to improve and work on the things that I know that I need to work on. So right now and I would think, going into training camp is the same mindset. Hey, we got to focus on ourselves. We got to continue to get better. And then we take it one game at a time and see what happens at that point.
Hey, Adam. Every year I feel like at this point we're talking about who's the wide receiver 3 on the Vikings, and it's this constant storyline. I'm wondering from a depth perspective, the guys that are behind you and Justin, and maybe even the tight ends, what stood out to you about the way this offense can function with a third wide receiver, and what have your impressions been of that throughout training or throughout minicamp and OTAs?
Yeah, I think at this time of the year, probably one of the, most excited I've been about that fact. We have a lot of different guys that can do a lot of different things. We got running backs that can play wide receiver. We got tight ends that can line up outside. We have a great depth of receivers and a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things. So I think we're in a great spot as that. We obviously have a lot of work to do, and guys are going to have to make plays when preseason games come around, training camp practices come around. But it's been a great start. We got a lot of guys that love the game of football and that are continuing to try to get better and pick guys' brain like myself and Justin, guys that have done it at a high level. And I think that's always fun for me to see guys that love the game and that want to get better and aren't just, think that they already have made it and are the best of the best. So it's really fun to be around guys that want to continue to improve and do the little things that it takes to do that.